It's your boy, Senseofcellf. Today, oh fuck. Obviously, it's been a Sunday, and I thought, let me finish off the 7 chakras, go a bit in depth to sort of give you a better, full understanding when it comes to obviously those words of the 7 chakras. Now, if you listen to my previous video, I gave you a little intro in terms of how all worlds are bodies, and obviously your organs, these are your vital points, and when I say vital points, again, I don't want to, there's so many names for them, but I'm going to give it to you in a way that it is simple enough to grasp, even if you don't understand it. So if you listen to my previous video, I broke that down a bit, or I gave you a little bit of intro. But today, like I said, I want to correlate how the 7 chakras, it correlates with the 7 tones of creation. I know, obviously, if you haven't heard of this before, you're going to be like, what is he talking about? But like I said, in today's time, the 7th chakra is been explained very, very commonly, so if you know the common way and you've never heard of this, when you hear this might give you a better perspective because it hasn't been separated, So when I say the 7 chakras, this aligns with the 7 tones of creation. It aligns with the 7 deadly sins, which again, I have actually broke that down in one of my previous videos, This channel is deep, A lot of the things I say, if people actually sit and deepen, you realize, the world we're living in, there's a lot of separation, So like I said, you have your 7 chakras, you have your 7 tones of creation, you have your... Wait, is the music loud? Hold on 1 minute, let me turn it down. Yeah, okay, so back to what I was saying. You have the 7 chakras, you have the 7 tones of creation, you have the 7 deadly sins, you have the 7 heavens or hell, or this is one thing. And if you go into Buddhist, Asian, Egyptian science, all these things has been depicted as separately, in today's time. And this is why today I want to give you a better understanding. So I'm not going to go into all these things I named, because a lot of people are not really aware of this, and it will take you a lot of understanding to grasp. But today, my whole point is to kind of give you an understanding of what the chakras mean, and I'll align it with the 7 deadly sins. I keep forgetting the 7 deadly sins. You have greed, you have lust, you have envy, you have gluttony, you have sloth, you have wrath. Don't quote me on the others, but I hope you know what I'm trying to, put together, the 7 deadly sins. And these are all your emotions. These are the emotions, the energy that these vortexes emit out. And this is why you can feel it and it becomes physical, So, example, you have your root chakra, right? Which is the underneath the base of the spine. This is a coiled energy, that uncoils once a man is having sex. And this energy goes into the penis, or if you're a woman, it goes into the clitoris. And this is why it gets hard, and it's deep. This is what in ancient times they call the kundalini. The kundalini energy basically is talking about, ejaculation, sex. And this is a deep, steady. There's so many layers of it where, like I said, your root chakra is that coiled energy, And when you come to your cervix, this cervix is that also the fused bone, below. And then you got your navel, which is the center bit. All these points are very pressure points, vortex. If you look at martial art, for example, right? If somebody hits you on your navel, you're gonna be paralyzed. Hit you on your throat. This is your throat chakra, on your brow, on your crown. Someone hits your balls, you're fucked for a while. My point I'm trying to make is these points is very clearly, stated, and you can also apply if you understand it, and it's deep. So like I said, today I want to align how these go together, and when one can understand this, it'll be easier to grasp these thoughts when it comes to today's time, So it's deep. So you have your 7 chakras, which are your organs within your body, right? And these organs emit energy, So most of us, if you're someone who is very lastly, you're pulling from your bottom of your spine, which is that root chakra. It deals with lust, your heights and your lows. Your heights energies are ones that it's more logical, it's light. It's not carrying any weight from yesterday to today. Love is a balanced energy, in that it goes up and it's deep, Anyway, today, again, I wanted to introduce this a little bit, and he or she that this will resonate with, I think will be interesting, put a comment down or whatever if you want me to go a bit more in depth in these topics. As this channel is all about, awareness of yourself. The world we're living in is a physical vessel, All worlds are bodies and all bodies are universes. It's so deep that if one don't understand this, it will be so difficult to understand the world that we live in, because everything aligns, your smaller level of life within the vessel and the micro the macro level of life, we see from the outer, but before we see from the outer, it's the inners that manifest, They say creation starts with sound, words, why do they say that? Someone would think, what do you mean? How can all the raw materials to create starts from sound, word. And if you listen to me, I said to you about the tones, the 7 tones of creation. These are all different levels of sounds manifesting into the physical. I'll give an example. Sound or word, within word you have tone, right? Within tone you have energy, frequency, vibration. All these are the raw materials you need to create. Hence why when you ejaculate, the first manifestation of physical life is from the semen. And this gets a body, you call it the egg cell. And this builds within itself and becomes a universe, a vessel, I've said this a few times and it's deep, Anyway, today I'm going to end here, and he or she this resonates with. I say like, subscribe, and comment for new videos. And next week, I'll do something really special, as well. So anyone this resonate with, again, I say peace, peace, and balance.